Hello, everyone. My name's Alex. For many of the members that don't know me, I'm from Greece. I'm 39 years old. I am a father. I have two wonderful children. I've been trading for 3.5 years, and I've been part of trading floor from the first moment they began. I have educated myself all these years with SMC concepts. After that, I expanded my knowledges and went on algorithmic trading. Algorithmic trading was my other passion, but I found out that because, as you all know, when we began, or if you have begun your journey with SMC, SMC is the strategies that we all develop, how the institutions and the banks work. So after all of this, I searched again, and I think I'm at a really good level that my knowledge is in a level that I can educate all of you as much as I can. What is the difference between SMC and ICT? Well, my friend, the difference is none, different names. ICT says that he is the creator of SMC. My personal opinion is that SMC and ICT is a development of Wyckoff methodology that is what we know today. Amen, Barry. Yeah, I love it. I know that you will be my friend. I know that we have many same opinions. Now, look, I want to begin my series of streaming because I have decided to make as much as educational streams with all of you. And I will begin with how we build a strategy, and more especially an SMC strategy. As you see, I have drawn that our general idea is how to build a strategy. First of all, our first section will be how we build our story. It is the most, for me, in my personal opinion, it's the most important thing, concept we must all have mastered in order to be always at the right side of the market. And second is our entry model. And third, how we manage our trade. Because never forget, my beloved friends, that first of all, we are risk managers, and after that, we are traders. I'm telling you all this because it took me a lot of time to discover all these things. As I have mentioned in the past, in previous stream that Bear was the host that time, I have built my story millions of times incorrectly until I found a mechanical method, because it's really important every time to have the same methodology that we build our story, the same methodology we have with our entry model, and the same way we trade, we manage our trades. Hello, Roxy. Now, of course, we can talk hours about all of this. It's true, I know this, but look, I have made some categories of its 3 sections, the mechanical procedure of marking market structure. What do I mean by that? I mean that either the way we map out structure, for example, we use type 1, type 2, type 3. I saw a really good method the other time from Adam, from Jenks, for example, who uses fractals. But why am I pointing this out? Why? Because Jenks, or a trader that uses type 1 mapping out, type 2 or type 3, is identifying market structure with the same way. It is really important what I'm telling you right now, because we are trying to have the same view of the market every time. Either we are using fractals, either we are using type 1 or type 2. And of course, we must learn to trust our eyes. Okay, it is really important to always trust ourselves and trust our eyes. I have educated myself in the past where some other communities I was part of that had a rule, for example, for the pullback. They wanted, for example, in order to concern a pullback move, they wanted, for example, 15 pips in the 15-minute time frame. I disagree with that. All the time, I trusted my eyes, and when price pulled back enough, yes, I called it a pullback. Either it was 15 or it was 20 or 25. Now, we must have a mechanical procedure or establishing bias. I watched Miss Navy's streams that did a magnificent job on explaining you guys about the order flow. The order flow is something really, really, really important in my books because it helps us in alignment with market structure. We always put ourselves in the correct side of the market. You all know how important this is, my friends, to be at the correct side of the market. So keep, number 1, our mechanical procedure of marking market structure. In combination with our mechanical procedure or establishing our bias, either we are using the concept of who is in control and in more general, the order flow, or I will put in our conversation, as you all have heard in the past, I have talked about DR and IDR, the directional ranges and the internal directional ranges. It is a magnificent concept that has its basis on statistical proofs. I think I used a wrong word. Excuse me, I'm trying my best. I know that my English is not the best. If you don't understand something I say, please write in the chat. I will say it again with other words. Thank you, Roxy. Thank you. Thank you. Your English is gorgeous. Thank you very much, Ashley. It's very clear, Alex. Thank you, Tony. I respect. All clear. Okay. Okay, my friends. You know, because although I will tell you a secret at this point, I was born in the States at Eureka, California, but my mother decided to come here because my mother was from Greece, and she decided with my father to come and live here back in her home. And I came here 7 years old, so I have forgotten my English. That is really bad. So I will continue. Sorry for all of this. To continue, as I said, we must have a mechanical procedure of establishing bias. I mentioned a really good stream from Miss Navy. Kalakanis, thank you, Isaac, thank you. I was amazed the way she presented the order for concept. In the future, I will present to all of you the directional range concept. As I said, all the concept was created from the master. He was a 20-year professional trader that was a trader for Deutsche Bank and big institutional funds, that he says also in his YouTube videos that it is proven from 10-20 years of data that if we have a break from one way of the directional range that happens every first hour of every session, there's 80% of that side will be, sorry, the other side will be the low of the session. I will go in depth in other streams. The master or ICT? Master keeps saying he learned from ICT. No, he doesn't say this. The master says that he was inspired from ICT because ICT gave all his research and his mentorships free on the internet, on YouTube, sorry. And he was inspired, and the master wanted to educate it, to educate retail traders as ICT did. Although he has a paid community, and it is very expensive, but I'm not standing on the community side. We will stand at the most important thing. Remember, my friends, trading is a probability game, and the directional range gives us a big probability on our side. I know that you are confused at this point. Hello, Todd. How are you, my friend? I know that you are confused at this point, but trust me, I will be even more detailed in this concept, and you will understand even more in depth what I mean. Now, let's continue. We have begun building our story. We have marked our market structure. We have seen our higher time frames, where we are in the market, how it is moving. After that, we have established our bias with either way we have chosen. And then what we must do, we must set our targets. We must identify liquidity. Why? Why? Because liquidity is the direction we want market to go. I personally use liquidity only for my targets. And I have took this from ICT because, as you know, ICT wants first to see liquidity being taken and sets his targets to take profit at the other liquidity sections or points of the market. Kalispera, Tony. Hello, how are you, my friend? How? You love ICT concepts. I also love ICT concepts. I also love SMC concepts. And I also love IDR concepts. I'm a lover in general of institutional trading. Now, and identify imbalances or fair value gaps, as you all know. Why? They are magnets, my beloved friends. It helps us one more time to put one more piece of the puzzle. Remember, now we are building our story. As we build our story, if our story is correct, we will win. If our story is wrong, we will lose. But how we will make all of this towards us, we will bring the probabilities even more to our side. And how do we do this? We have a mechanical procedure of all the concepts all the time the same way. Trust me, it is the only way, my friends, you will be able to be at the right side of the market. Many times you will fail, I know. I fail also. I have failed many times and I will still fail. But if we have our clear mind all the time and we see what we must see, we, trust me, will increase our win rate even more. Now, let's talk about the entry model. You probably have heard me saying all the time that for me, it is two different things. The way we build our story and the way we enter the markets are two different things, my friends. You must understand this very well. Why? Because here comes our magnificent community we are all part of, where provides us with some indicators that they have made an amazing job. And also the staff altogether have proven you with results. They have backtested all of the strategies. But why am I saying all of this? Because either we can choose to enter with a pattern, with a price action pattern. For example, this can be a really good change of character, break of structure, and then enter from the next supply. Trust me, Miss Navy has covered all of this. And if you want, I can also show my personal view of all of this. Or we can use an indicator entry. As you can see, many of the traders of the Happy Trail, even me, even Miss Navy, Jeremy, and many others, forgive me if I have forgot you, we use indicators for our entry models. Why? I have said also in the past, it is an easy way, not being all the time in front of the charts. And when the signal comes, we just push the button, set our stop loss, and take our TP. Set our stop loss, set our TP, and finished. We don't have to be in front of the market, in front of the charts. Now it changed character. Now it created a break of structure, and all these concepts. I don't say that they are crap. Okay. I'm saying that it is a way that we can make our life easier using an indicator. What time frame are you trading? The time frame I am trading, my friend SAS, is the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and occasionally the 15-minute. But my mechanical procedure of building my story is every day made from the daily to the 4-hour to the 15-minute, where at the 15-minute, I find my second rule over here. I establish my bias in the 15-minute, and the last 6 months that I am educating myself in the DR-IDR concept, I am establishing my bias in the 5-minute. And many times entering directly from the 5 minutes, or I enter from the 1 minute for more refinement. Do you have a trade every day? For me, this is a wrong question you're doing, my friend. Why? We don't need a trade every day. If you want to find a trade every day, something is going wrong. But if you ask me, yes, you are able to trade every day if you want. Can you tell me some good indicators for entry? Pyroxy, bye. No worries. Thank you too. Thank you for joining. Kyle, you asked me if I can tell you some good indicators for entry. I was using for 3 years, my friend, Happy Trail. Not all the time, but I was using Happy Trail for 2 years, because the community is 1 year. I was using an older community. To be honest with you, the last 3 strategy wars, I was using Happy Trail, and in these strategy wars, I'm going to use Stairmaster. They are both really good strategies. To be honest, I didn't have the time to test the revamped version of Happy Trail, but I'm sure that it's also very good, because I must tell you one more time, the way we build our story is something different, and the entry model is something different. You can use to enter the markets whatever you want. For example, Bear enters with a morning star candle on the 1-hour time frame. It works for him. He has backtested his method. He has the proven results that it works. What is a backtest mean? What a backtest means? It means that we have the statistical side towards us. I hope you understand what I'm saying, because I want you really to understand how we bring the possibilities towards us. And last, and the final section, is how we manage our trade management. Of course, it is a personal preference, how we manage our trade. For example, Christy, Jay goes always for a 1 to 1.5. I personally, when I am in a challenge, I always go for a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. And in my personal strategy and personal trading that I do, I might go for 1 to 3. I many times close my trade at 80% when I am at 3 RR and let the rest run. Set my trade to break even. But what is the most important? That I do all the time the same. Why? All of this together, my friend, all of this together is our edge. Remember very well what Mark Douglas said. Mark Douglas talked a lot about our edge. And another trader that I admire very much, Albi Burgess, he made a magnificent video about the coin flip. I think it is pinned in the mindset room at Discord, where he picked heads and flipped the coin 100 times. And eventually he won. Why? Because heads were, when the coin flipped and standed at heads, he won 2 points. And when it was at tails, he lost 1 point. And this edge proved him, although he lost, if I remember good, he lost 60 times, he was still in profit. Although he lost 60 times out of the 100. So, but what happened, he has the statistical data from his personal backtest that proved him that it can be happen. I hope that I didn't tire you altogether. As I said, trust me, we must have as much as mechanical procedures we have in the markets. Why? Because never forget how important it is to have a certain edge to the markets. Let's read the chat. Did I lost anything? I think I didn't lose anything. Do you have any questions about all I have spoken until now? I know that it is a lot, but trust me, stream after stream, we are going to go in depth as much as I can. Until now, Miss Navy has done, trust me, a fantastic job. Do you want me to see, my friends, some charts? We can also look at some charts. Euro USD. Yes, the biggest challenge for me is building the story. If it can be broken down, that will be great. Of course, Tony, I will show you right now how I will begin my first section. I mentioned down here that it is, let's see one more time to not say another and a different, mechanical procedure of marking market structure. Now, I always use type 2 mapping. Type 2 mapping means that I always wait for a body break from wick to body. Okay. If you understand what I mean, for example, I will see over here, look this, here from a wick to body, come on, from a wick to body, you see, here we have a break of structure. The same thing over here, okay? But remember, my friends, you must educate yourself very well on how we map market structure. Jenks has pinned, if I remember really good, and correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, he has pinned in the SMC chat room in Discord a magnificent video from Photon that he is my personal teacher on market structure, and I think many in this community, because a lot of people have watched his video. And also, if I remember very well, there is a price action course that covers how we identify market structure and what are the two types of market structure. As you know, I'm sure that you know until now that we have swing structure. Let me write. We have swing structure And we also have internal structure. Wow, I can't type, I think. Internal structure, yes. Yes, he has also free YouTube videos. Oh, and Ashley, yes, tells me that it will be covered in the SMC workbook. Yes, of course, I forgot to mention that. They are creating an amazing workbook about SMC that will be magnificent and full of knowledge. And never forget, my friends, that knowledge is power. Okay, as much knowledge we have, the better we will be, and in our life, and of course in trading. Now, I will begin mapping out structure and mapping out my supply and demand zone in the high time frames. Now, as I told you, I have at this point, what happened? Where's my, okay. As I told you, we have over here a break of structure, a daily break of structure. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. What does this mean? This means that the lowest point before the break of structure is our swing point, that is over here. Okay. And the highest point after the break of structure is over here, that is our swing high and swing low. Let's see. Over here, do I have a daily range? Swing high. I was sure that I would screw this up. Okay, swing high. Let's go to the daily again. Okay, and we also have our swing low over here. Now, oh, come on, please. Okay. Now, we have defined our swing high and our swing low. Now, where is the video? In Discord. The video in the Discord is in the pinned messages. If you scroll down in the pinned messages, you will for sure find it in there. Hello, everyone. Just got here. What SMC book is referred to here, please? I'm not sure that there's a book on SMC, but a course will be really soon released from the trading floor that the staff has created. That, trust me, because I have seen a little bit of it, it will be fantastic, and you will not need anything anywhere else to educate yourself. I hope, Rajab, I answered your question at the end of the week. Okay, Ashley, yes, really nice. At the end of the week, it will be out. Now, I will continue. Now we have our swing high and our swing low. What does this mean? This means that this is our range that we are going to work. Okay, this is the range, and rule. All the structure between the two swing points, my beloved friends, is internal structure. Have a nice day, my friend, big boy. Sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. All the structure between the two swing points is internal structure. What do we have at this point? We have this, at this point, we have, look, never forget that we must have rules in everything. Now, what is, my friends, a change of character? I know really good that Miss Navy has covered this concept, but I would one more time to say that for me, a change of character is when we break the latest point. For example, in a bearish change of character is the break of the latest higher low that created a higher high. And in this situation, it is over. I have changed my, okay. It is over here. Look. Here we have our change of character. Now, look what happened over here. Of course, we changed character. Price never pull back. But what has happened? It began the pullback. This is our internal low. And look what price is doing currently is at this point. What is this? It is a daily supply zone that is produced from this flip zone where this is the point of the market where demand changes hands and demand transform into supply. I will agree, Nicholas. I won't disagree with you. I can draw a fib. Let's see what it is. Alex J. I can see it. Let me make it visible because I use all this for the lower time frames. Yes, I will agree with you. It is. But for example, in this certain situation, if you tried to enter directly from the 0.6 and you didn't be generous in your stop loss and you traded the daily time frame, you would be smacked. But if you use the fibs in the higher time frames, that I agree with you that you use it, you have the mechanical procedure of establishing your bias. That's why I will agree with you. Why? Because you wait price to go to a fib level, you will wait for the reaction at the fib level, you will wait structure to shift at that certain fib level, and correctly you will enter and trade the reaction. But you must do this, Nicholas, every time the same way. I hope you agree with me. That's what I mean. We must establish our bias, or we must have a mechanical procedure how we see the markets. Remember, my friends, either you are trading SMC, either you are trading Fibonacci levels, either you are trading support and resistance. Trust me, it is all of these concepts is the way we try to establish our bias. It is part of our edge of the market. Can you tell me the meaning of choke? Of course I will. Look now. I will make it over here so we can look. Market was doing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and suddenly it broke this low. What is this low? It is the latest low, higher low, that created a higher high. This is a change of character, a bearish change of character. I will also show you a bullish example. For example, market is going down. Sorry for my drawing. Okay, Josh, you're welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Hello, Angele. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Angelos Flyer is from Greece. I really appreciate you're here. Now, as you see, market is doing lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, higher lows, lower lows, and suddenly we have a break from the upper side. This is a change of character. Now, because I love rules, you will understand this as much as we are going to have company one time at the week, every week. As I said previously, I can share also a PDF I created for trading floor that I have rule-based. What is a change of character? I have done, sorry, I now remember. I have a video I made for Strategy Wars Season 3. It is pinned from Jenks in the Happy Trail chat in Discord, where I say rule-based from a PDF I created, but I will tell it one more time now. What is a change of character? Okay, I have a certain rule that I always wanted to be met in order to consider it to be a change of character, but I will write it. A bearish change of character, a bearish shock, I will write it change of character because this is what change of character. Okay, a bearish change of character is the break of the latest internal higher low that caused an internal higher high. Sorry for me being so slow on writing. I'm trying my best, trust me. Let's do something over here so we can see it more better. Okay. Now, our rule is a bearish change of character is the break of the latest internal higher low that caused an internal higher high. Never forget, my friend, a change of character always happens in internal structure. Okay, it never happens in swing structure because swing structure always defines our break of structures. Okay, now, of course, slow is helping me get the lesson. Oh, thank you, Tony. Really nice. Now, vice versa is the same rule for the bullish change of character. But we must always remember that a change of character is the intention, my friends, that the market is reversing. It is not the reversal. And confirmed reversal, it is always established when we have a break of structure or an internal break of structure more correctly. Okay, now I think I have covered what is a change of character. Let's go down. I have defined my capital extra. Oh, thank you, Angelos. Thank you very much. Thank you for shouting out. Now, at this point, we have seen that market has changed character. Of course, look, there is no doubt, my friends, that Euro USD is bullish, okay, in all time frames. Now, what are we seeing over here? That for now, supply is being respected. Okay, it is really important because in order to complete the puzzle, we must always make the question that Miss Navy has said you many times. I will tell you to you even more times. We must always never forget to ask ourselves who is in control. And as we see here, my eyes see that supply is trying to get control. But when we will have an established trend change, when we will have this internal break of structure, because now we have only intentions that price is but never forget that this is the daily time frame, okay? And it is really far away from the 15-minute, the 5-minute, or the 1 minute that we are going to search for our entries. Okay. After I will do this, I will go down to the 4-hour and do the same job again, marketing structure. And of course, identifying one more time who is in control. Look now how piece by piece and how we are combining all our timeframes one to one, completing the puzzle and seeing how we are trying to build our story. Now, as I see here, price clearly is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and suddenly after this low created a higher high, what happened over here, my beloved friends? We have a 4-hour change of character. Really nice. We have our change of character. Now, what we also can see over here, that price, let's take this daily supply over here, what price did. If I go price back, you will see by yourselves, after we had our change of character, that we see that is a very impulsive move. Why? Because this move created a change of character. It also left behind two imbalances. Look how important this concept. You see how we combine all together, because this will make this high a really important, this leg will be very important for our future trading ideas. Why? Because it combines everything together. I hope you are catching me slowly, because I'm trying to say all of this as simple as I can. Okay, Tony, I'm really pleased that you're finding value in what I'm saying. I will also see that I have. Thank you, Adam. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, I spotted over here the 4-hour rebalance. Of course, the extreme of the move. And what do I say? The extreme? The extreme in SMC we call the outer, the latest point of the leg. It is I think I hope I was clear on what I said. And this is, of course, the 4-hour supply zone that caused everything, all of this. Okay. And now I would leave price to play out. What I will see, I can also spot over here an imbalance, a new imbalance that has formed. But why I'm not marking it? Because if I use the concept of premium and discount, let's use it, premium and discount, I will see that this imbalance also is in premium. And of course, as Jenks, said really, really good in his remarkable stream on Friday, I will search only for shorts if I see price come into my 4-hour premium zone. Premium in the discount, I have seen also Miss Navy talk about. I have seen Jeremy. I have seen Adam talk about. I won't be so detailed one more time in the same concept, because I know that you will be tired of hearing all the time the same things. So my trading idea will be simple. Either I'm so aggressive and I want, after seeing this change of character, I would like to trade the trading idea that price will go up and trade the pullback towards these imbalances. Okay, why? Because I told you, yes, I know that we have a daily change of character. I know that we have a bearish 4-hour change of character, but at this point of the market, and because I know that price must pull back towards these imbalances and of course come into premium zone, premium prices, in order for the institutions again to short price, to short the asset. I can either be more aggressive and trade the pullback towards the imbalances. And here comes a question one of our friends made before of, do we want, can we find a trade every day? Yes, of course we can find a trade every day, but it is not correct to find a trade every day. Why? Because you will be really, really aggressive at this point after you have seen this change of character, a better change of character. It is more wise to go with the order flow. And the order flow, the current 4-hour order flow, shows us that we are might changing, shifting bearish. Matt, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. I have shoot you a meeting, but we'll catch up on a replay. Thank you. Thank you also. Thank you also. I am honored, my friend, that you're going to see my video. Okay, now, what, and as I said, you can trade the pullback, but because I am not an aggressive trader and I don't want to find every day a trade, trust me, I want to be as safe I can. Why? Because I am firstly a risk manager, and after that I am a trader. That's why I will wait for price to go into premium, fill the imbalances in this situation. Here this imbalance got filled. This imbalance also got filled. I will leave that for, and I will go down to the 15-minute now. This is the directional range. I will turn it off now because I don't want to confuse you. And at this point, I would want to see the order flow to shift again. I would like to see, I will tell you a small trick. I want to see not order flow, I want to see market structure, internal market structure to shift, because it is almost the same thing, to not be confused. Okay, it has small differences, but the general idea is what I am telling you right now, a small trick. Now, this is the latest low that caused a higher high. What do I want to see? I want to see a change of character over here in order for me to involve in a trade. For me, it is not a change of character. Why? Because I don't want to see a wick. I want to see a body break. I'm using type 2 mapping structure from wick to body. That's why I will leave price to advance. No trades for me. Why? Because I haven't seen my change of character. I haven't seen my trend shift that I want to see. Alex, do you consider time of day at all in your strategy? SAS, of course, I consider it. I prefer the hours that we have much more volume, and it is between London and between New York. If you are asking me if my strategy in general or any strategy works better, my personal strategy works, of course, better during the first 3 hours of London and the first 2 hours in New York. Many times I have seen a lot of setups in a mixed session, but I have seen that it works better in these hours. In general, SMC and all the concepts, even ICT, even master, DRIDR, all these concepts need volume, my friends. Why? Because it is not, this is not happened by mistake, that all the educators out there that are teaching SMC, ICT, and in general, are using certain time zones, certain periods of time that they search for trades. Okay, look at the latest silver bullet from ICT. SMC, the biggest communities and all over are trading mostly London and the first 2 hours of New York. And Master, for example, trades after the first hour of the session. So everybody and all the communities are focused on time. It is really important. Time is really important. It must be also for you. Sorry for rambling all the time. I know that many times I can tire you. I know that I have it. Also, I remember myself in the extra. Okay, thank you. I was going to say the story bear from the extravaganza, if I pronouncing it correctly. No, mate, you're oh, thank you, Banzab. Thank you. And until you do a 3-hour stream like me, you are rambling. I know you are doing a marathon, my friend. This is not teach us. I'm trying my best to teach you Punjab. I'm trying. Remember, we are at the phase of building our story. Our story is built that I am expecting price to go down. This means that I'm waiting for my order flow shift in order to be involved in the market. I'm not touching anything until now because I want to see my trading idea to line up. Do you see how patient I can be? That's why I have this phrase on my Discord, my friends. Patience is the key to success. Try to master yourself and you will be limitless, as you see over here. Why? Because I am controlling myself and I'm telling to myself that if I don't see everything to line up, I'm not going to take a trade, my friends. You must understand this very good, very well. Okay, now, here I have finally my change of character, my 15 change of character. Let's go back to revise how we built our story. We had our 4-hour change of character. What did we say? We spotted 2 imbalances. We said all together that I see these 2 imbalances. It will help me. It will pull price like a magnet. I waited patiently, price to go also to the imbalance, also into the 4-hour premium zone. And I again, one more time, waited patiently for my change of character to happen. This happened during, this is Frankfurt, because my charts are fixed into New York local time, but I'm living in Greece. You know why? Because I want to be the ICT killer. No. I use the New York local time. I use the local time because I'm confused all the time when I was learning. Yes, New York time is the best time. Yes, it's true. Because all the time I was confused seeing all the time, all the communities were referring to New York time. So I was bored all the time to changing my time zones to see what time it will be in my local time. Yes, New York time, the best time. Now, okay, this is Frankfurt. And here comes our entry model. I won't tire you anymore, my friends. This was a small, have a nice day, Nicholas. Thank you very much for being here. I will enjoy to see you every time in my stream. Thank you very much. As I told you, and to wrap up a little bit what we said. This was a small example how we build our story. In the next stream, we're going to discuss about the entry model, how we can add some concepts to our entry model, how we can enter the markets with an indicator, how we can enter the markets using the lower timeframes without an indicator. Although I know that you have seen it many times, we will try to make it as as Miss Navy did it, really good using a mechanical procedure. I will show you my personal view. I hope you find value from all of this. When is your next stream? My next stream will be next week, my beloved friend. You will see it in the live calendar when our beloved friend Roxy will publish it in the Discord. Do you have any more questions, my friends? I hope I was as detailed I could be building my story. Do you have any questions? Yes, please see above. Sorry, my friend, I didn't see it. Tony. So to get the strategy clear, it is not about following the trend, but it's about looking out for a change of character, demand supply zone. Is this correct? Not exactly, my friend. Not exactly. I know that many of these strategies, you might think that it is reversal strategies, and there is where most of the traders are wrong. Why? Because, trust me, if you use an SMC perspective entry model or an ICT entry model or view of the market, and you follow the trend, trust me, your win rate will increase by at least 25%. Because if you are trying all the time to catch the reversal, trust me, you will have many problems in your account. I don't want to use the F word because Christy will spank me in the butt. What is your view on the current 15 EU chart? Let me see, my beloved friend, what I see. I know, it was good, I know. Of course, what is my current view? Hey, Pickles, how are you, my friend? Look, here we were making internal break of structures all the time. Okay, look how price, let's see from a 4-hour perspective. Never forget, the big picture is the true picture. The smaller time frames don't show you the truth, my friends. Never forget this. Now, as I see over here, although we created where is my, okay, now we have an internal break of structure at this point. Okay, we have an internal break of structure at this point. Let me erase this. This we don't need it anymore. We have created an internal break of structure. What happened after the break of structure? The biggest rule of market structure. We always expect after a break of structure, we expect a pullback. This also happened in this situation. After the internal break of structure, of course, price pulled back. And how we can confirm this? We will confirm this. Why didn't it show up? Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay, thank you. Now let's go down to the 15-minute. Okay, now what happened over here after the internal break of structure? What happened over here? The latest high, internal higher low that created a lower low was, of course, this high over here that we had a 15 break, excuse me, a 15 change of character above. Look, after this impulsive move, how many balances we left behind. One. Let me pick 15 imbalance. 1, 2. Of course, in a higher time frame is a bigger one. I'm just doing this. And what happened over here? Let's do the concept of premium and discount. What we will see, that price, like pure magic, came back into the premium, into the discount. Field the imbalance was exactly at the equilibrium and reacted. What do we expect? We expect price, of course, to create a new internal break of structure at this point. Wait 1 minute, please. I have so many here, I must erase. It's okay. But what do I see now? We have an amazing liquidity grab over here, and price might go to test again this demand zone over here. That is a flip zone from over here. Wait 1 minute, 15 demand. Look over here, we had from this impulsive breaker block, how ICT calls this. This demand that is a small flip from over here in a smaller time frame. Of course, this is an established buy to sell week. Look what over here, price might try. This is not, of course, a financial advice. I forgot. Bear, sorry, my friend, I forgot to say it. My pride might come here to test again the demand, or because of this imbalance that it is unfilled, price might try to come deeper, or of course to respect the overall big picture that what it is this over here, it is a strong 4-hour demand over here that might do its job, or it will decide to create a new lower low. Of course, we all trade at our own risk, of course. It is true. We are here, my friends, not to give trade signals. We don't give trade signals. We are here to educate as much as we can all the members. Why? Because knowledge is power, my friend. Okay, I will wrap it up, my friends. Thank you very much for being here. I hope I covered you. When do you mark swing high and swing low? It is on the previous day trade or at the start of London trade. I always look at market structure. Every morning I wake up, either I trade London or New York. You trade from the 4-hour to the 15-minute time frame. Would this work from the 1-hour to the 5-minute time frame? Of course. And as I have advised many members, never forget, my friends, this is 15-minute trading ideas. You can trade these trade ideas directly from the 15-minute without going lower. Fantastic stream, Alex. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was my first time. I hope I wasn't so bad. I hope so. Thank you, my friends. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will stop recording. Wait, how do I stop recording? A good question. Stop. Okay, I will stop recording now. Thank you very much for being here, my friends. Thank you so much. Thank you.